And now, presented by Sprite, the 2K pregame show.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, and we have been waiting for this day for so long, day one of the NBA season. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Nets in Brooklyn. And for Brooklyn, they come into the opening game of this season with the goal of getting that first win out of the way as soon as possible. How they'd love to be sitting at 1-0 by the end of this evening. Shaq, there's nothing quite like the anticipation of opening night. Fans have waited all summer, players have waited all summer, and finally it's here. Was opening night always special for you?
It was very special. My favorite part was what I'm about to do now, Ernie. Hello to all the fans. Thanks for joining us out there. I'm excited to see you guys. I know you guys are excited to see us. I love the fans, Ernie.
Did you always do it this way with your hands up like that?
Yeah, but you also got to put the number one up. Hello, fans. It's me again. I'm here with Ernie. We love you.
Hey, everybody.
Got to show them your number one, Ernie.
It's me. It's Ernie.
Put some bass in your voice, Ernie.
It's me. It's Ernie. I'm tossing to Kevin Harlan.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with my broadcast partners, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Man, can you feel the excitement in the air? And the Bulls start out with the ball. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, D. Rose and Jimmy Butler at the back. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy at the small forward.
They get the first bucket of the game there. And I think it's going to be a good one. Joe Johnson is also sometimes called ISO Joe because of his ability to produce buckets going one-on-one. There's nobody better in that situation in terms of creating the shot with ease and never shying away from the big moment.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Bogdanovich. Chicago grabs the miss coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
You know, you shoot the ball as poorly as they did that night, you're not going to win many games. Well, Steve, it's not just difficult to win a game with low shooting percentages like theirs. It's nearly impossible.
Bulls shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Now, the numbers last year for them at the line, not great. Just 73% free throw shooting as a team. Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Here's Bogdanovich. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Can't hit from 12. Brooklyn on defense. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that game featured one of the least consistent offensive performances you're going to see from them, Clark. Yeah, no spurt ability on display at all, fellas. I mean, they needed to make a few runs, but it just never was able to happen for them.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Williams passes to Garnett. Stolen by Rose. Ahead. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. And it's good off the back rim and in. Gasol's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, he gets the fadeaway to go. I'd still rather see him go straight up with it. And often you can learn more about a team when they are unhealthy versus when they're at full strength. And last year I thought the Bulls showed they are not and have never been a one-man show. It's all about everybody contributing for them.
Now here's Johnson. Puts it up from 12. Gasol with the rebound.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Rose with the ball. Williams picks him up. Rose goes in, and the rejection by Lopez. They recover it. Nets trailed by 3. Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Johnson. Williams against Rose. Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
As you said with the Bulls, there was a tendency to think that they were just Derrick Rose and 4 others, but top to bottom, this team has guys that can play.
Rose, good.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Williams attacking. The shot will not go. Rose with some nice D. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And that one's good. With Rose out last year, Clark, as you said, the guys who are mostly role players showed what they can do.
Well, they're really unselfish at both ends of the floor, and that shows. I mean, they give great effort, they trust each other, they play together, and they always play hard, and they finish games strong with it. I think it's credit to them and the coaching staff.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Then for the Bulls, Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol, and McDermott subbed in for Mike Dunleavy. Outside Jack. Anderson outside. McDermott with a steal. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Rose kicks to Gibson. There's a minute left to play in the first quarter. And Rose wide open. He shoots. Sinks the three-pointer. Rose has got 6. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going. Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Butler with the steal. And now Rose running the floor all but
How about that basketball, man? Wow.
They couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
And the Nets with possession here. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Feeds to Anderson. Here's Teletovic. Drains it from beyond the arc. Teletovic has got himself on the board with 3 there. Rose with the ball. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And no question, you look at his assist totals, and they tell you what a nice job he was doing with really spreading that ball around.
Good if it goes. Oh, the buzzer beater, amazing!
How about the killer instinct on display there?
Wow,
Fantastic.
He didn't even flinch, just buried it like it was any other shot. Unbelievable.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Inside, Gibson and Noah. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the back. And it's McDermott in at the 3. Steve Jarrett-Jack, after a season with the Warriors that saw him come in 3rd in voting for 6th Man of the Year, struggling mightily in year 1 of his contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, I mean, all around, probably the worst season of his career. You look at the shooting efficiency below the league average for the first time ever for Jack, but sometimes when you make a move to a new team, the different surroundings, the different teammates, it doesn't work out as well as you'd hoped. Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there. But you know what's going to happen. They sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Mirza Teletovic, and it's Bogdanovich in for Jarrett Jack. Now here's Lopez. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. They get it again. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Rose goes in.
Chance here now to see how the Nets ranked in the NBA last season. 4th in steals, 11th in three-point field goal percentage. And they were in the top half of the league in lowest opponent scoring as well. This is a team that has shown improvement defensively, and they feel like they're not done yet.
Still, I think the key to their team was the steals that you talked about, because they were a team that put a lot of pressure on the offense. They got out and played the passing lane, tried to force turnovers, and when they did, they usually converted those into points at the other end, and that's one of the reasons they were pretty good.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for Mason Plumlee. Nets trail by 9. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Coach Lionel Hollins helped define the Grizzlies' grit and grind style and was asked if he'd replicate it with the Nets. He said, quote, "We're going to be aggressive and tough. We'll play together and never quit. But how our style will be is up to the group. The key is creating a system that fits them and allows them to excel." Kevin, back to you.
As a coach, you've got to adopt your talent, Doris. Thanks. Lopez, a screen on Rose. Williams kicks to Lopez. Williams attacking. Rose with the block. The rim-rattling two-handed jam. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
The Nets call timeout.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nets did a great job of winning games they needed to here at home. They had to do with the shooting.
Yeah, you look at some of the split stats, and the Nets were an elite shooting team when they were at home.
Some changes for Chicago. Muhammad comes in for Joakim Noah, and it's Heinrich in for Rose. Williams gets the bucket.
It's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
The Bulls leading by 9.
As you said, the Nets shooting their way to most victories here at Barclays. 28 home wins on the year for them.
Here's Heinrich. Brooklyn with the rebound. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And field goal percentage now up over 50%, so the offense coming around.
Yeah, Steve, I think that's a good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gates, but looking to regain some ground right now. And those 28 home wins for the Nets was the 3rd best mark in the Eastern Conference. It really shows you just how tough they were to beat in this building.
Nets trail by 7, and even 3-on-3 break. Williams with a clean look. Goes back up. The rebound by Gibson. Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. With some arc, and Heinrich gets it to go. Heinrich's got his first bucket of the night.
What a finish with that hoop.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Here's Williams. 6 points for him. Pass to Bogdanovich. Can't capitalize on the good screen. Here's Heinrich. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Bulls lead. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Williams passes to Bogdanovich. And Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Lopez. Noliko comes in for Johnson. Anderson is checked in for Bogdanovich. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Darren Williams. Garnett kicks to Kirilenko. 6 to shoot. It's Anderson with the drive. Shot by Jack. Wide open. Wide open shot is on the money. Jack's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on him.
Shot is blocked, and they'll keep possession. The kick outside to Butler. Launches it. The shot is off, and Brooklyn will come the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls.
And in last year's season series, things did not go their way.
It's Anderson with the drive. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Heinrich outside. Good on the triple. Heinrich's got his third bucket of the night.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And Jack kicks to Kirilenko. Anderson outside. Garnett the screen. It's Anderson with the drive. The Nets working the ball around now. Kirilenko dishes to Jack. And here's Anderson for three.
Great box out there, getting between his man and the basket.
Well, Joe, this Brooklyn team has evolved in so many ways the last couple of years, and this season, the addition of Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, how exciting is this for this basketball team?
It's a great feeling, man. We're a new franchise, new organization, and guys are very excited. Brooklyn's very excited about it, and we're just here, man, to try to make the fans happy.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Yeah, what a remarkable half, the way he attacked the rim, scored in the paint. Defenders, they were trying to slow him down any way possible, but he still got through.
Easier said than done when he's the penetrator. His speed and agility make him extremely hard to defend.
Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Williams is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. So that's the group for Lionel Hollins as we begin the second half.
The Chicago Bulls consistently one of the best defensive teams in basketball. Coach Tom Thibodeau is an innovator on that side of the floor and great motivator as well. He's done an amazing job.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Lopez has it in the corner. He kicks it to Williams. Fires for three. It's all in by the Bulls. Noah's got his third rebound tonight. And it's Rose penetrating. It's stolen by Johnson. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Johnson's got the ball. And the shot is good from Garnett.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Bulls center Joakim Noah, winning Defensive Player of the Year last season. Well-deserved. A big factor for him inside.
And, you know, Kevin, you can make the case with the talent they have, arguably being the premier defensive front line in the NBA.
Agreed. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers a year ago for Joakim Noah. 6th in rebounding. And his top 15 ranking in blocks tells you all you need to know about how difficult it was to score on him inside.
And, you know, in terms of his rebounds per game, Steve, it was really a special season for him. He was a tough, physical player on the low block.
Now here's Lopez. After the miss from Kevin Garnett. Lopez kicks to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Rose. Good.
Derrick Rose.
Rose has got 21.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Joakim Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court.
The Nets making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Mirotic is checked in, and a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, for Doug McDermott, he feels as though he's been overlooked a lot in his career, but he's learned to let it go, saying, I've always had a chip on my shoulder because I didn't have any scholarship offers. It was more trying to prove people wrong early in my career. Now I feel like I've established myself, and I'm just playing for the love of the game. Good motivation, guys.
And the game's in his veins, don't you think, Doris? It's what he loves. Thank you. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut back down to 6 after the bucket from Darren Williams.
Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense, and his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big men as well.
And then Johnson with the kick.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Rose goes in. Here's Gasol. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Williams passes to Johnson. Back to Williams. Johnson dishes to Williams. Left side Williams. Fires from 14. Tries again. Here's Plumlee. Good D by Gasol. The Bulls leading by 6. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. At the defensive end, Steve, Noah's a key player.
Yeah, last season's defensive player of the year, Kevin. He gives you rebounds, blocks, steals, but what impresses me the most is his ability to guard on the perimeter against screen and roll when he switches out onto point guards. He's unmatched in that category.
And the basket by Rose.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
The Nets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Williams up on top. He's covered by Rose. Right side Rose. And Mirotic kicks to Rose. The three-pointer no good.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Johnson wide open. He fired. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. Rose goes in, and that one is hammered home.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's with them.
Yeah, but you don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though, either.
Here's Bogdanovich. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Plumlee with it. Gasol covering. Williams against Rose. No one near him. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. And that one's good. Rose has got 10 points in the quarter.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
It's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin?
Sure.
This is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on.
What precision that was. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. Dunleavy is out there with Rose. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 slot. Now here is Jack. The kick out to Anderson. Stolen by Rose. Inside to Gasol. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Kirilenko against Rose. And Jack kicks to Teletovic. And the layup is good.
So there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Rose. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Kirilenko. Knocked away. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Down low. The rebound by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the basket by Rose.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
The Nets call timeout.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Derrick Rose, the 2011 MVP, but major injuries to his knees have cost him most of the last 2 seasons. Only elite status in the NBA.
And a new group in for the Nets. Lopez, he's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Johnson comes in for Andre Karolinko. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Allen Anderson. Darren Williams is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And here's Rose outside. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And you recall Derrick Rose had some knee issues at Memphis as well.
Yeah, nothing nearly as serious as what he's encountered recently. But hey, he's only 26. Even if he doesn't win another MVP, I think he's still got a good chance to be an impact player, a high-level impact player, even an all-star going forward.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Nets. Here's Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Williams. Lopez sets a screen for Williams. To the right side. Here's Bogdanovich. And the 3 off target.
2 minutes to go in the game.
The Bulls leading by 6. Rose goes in. And the rebound goes to Lopez. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And Garnett has it in the corner. Back to Williams. 11 feet away. Rebound by the Bulls. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the feed to McDermott. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And the Bulls lead by 9.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Lopez, a screen on Rose. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, he's been pretty safe with the ball for the most part. In fact, that's his first turnover, guys.
Here's Rose. And good on the basket. Book it.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Johnson against Gibson. Johnson kicks to Bogdanovich. Baseline try. That one rolling around and rims out. The Bulls leading by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, going through the motions as it appears. It'll be a nice win here for Chicago.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Rose. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come up with steals and get extra possessions for his team. Brook Lopez, an elite scoring big man, tremendous size and shooting touch. Might be the best low post scorer in the NBA.
The Nets shooting reasonably well, 45%. From 13. Second shot opportunity and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender breaks all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And a new group in for the Nets. Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Garnett. Karolinko comes in for Johnson. Allen Anderson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Darren Williams. Here's McDermott. And it's off from 3-point range. Clark, this one just all but in the books.
Yeah, I don't see a comeback at this point, buddy.
Not enough time, and it's too big of a deficit for this team. Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
I'm a gangster, but y'all need to be
Now in time on by Brooklyn. They trail by 9. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jack. Offline. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. We thank you for tuning into this first game of the new NBA season. So for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K Sports team, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. But first, let's reveal the Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.